This is a short demonstration of AlertSite's DejaClick True User website monitoring technology. It's very easy to use, helping you set up transaction monitoring in just a few minutes. It is the first completely built into the browser website monitoring technology, and it works with Mozilla's Firefox web browser on any supported platform, including Windows, Linux, and Apple's Leopard. DejaClick is also free and really fun to use. If you would like to try it out for yourself, just point your Firefox browser at www.DejaClick.com and install it for yourself. Let's take a look at how it works. After installing DejaClick, your Firefox browser will have the DejaClick toolbar. You start by hitting the power button here on the left. I usually like to toggle open the sidebar while recording a transaction. Now I'm going to press the record button to begin recording. Let's create a short transaction against Amazon.com that would measure several critical components of online store processes and ensure they are working correctly. We'll start by visiting the home page. We will choose a couple of keywords on each page of the transaction so we can validate that the store application is responding as expected. We do that by toggling into keyword mode. Once we're in keyword mode, we just hover over the keywords we're trying to select and single click, taking the basic or standard settings. Now that we've validated that home page is loading correctly, let's move forward and test search functionality for the store. One thing to point out here is that because DejaClick is the web browser, it is actually entering data into the form fields and pressing the buttons on the web page when monitoring. This means that your page is functionally tested each time the DejaClick plays your transaction back. This represents some really interesting capabilities for support and QA folks. Let's go ahead and search for Canon camera. On the results of a typical search page, you can find a few phrases that indicate that search results were returned correctly. In this case, I will toggle back into keyword mode and choose Canon camera and showing top results. Let's go ahead and open up one of the returned products to validate that the store product catalog is working correctly. And while here, we can just pick a quick keyword to make sure that a valid product page was displayed. How about choosing list price? Another critical piece of functionality to test for every store, of course, is the shopping cart functionality. So let's go ahead and add this product to the shopping cart. To validate that it was added to the shopping cart correctly, we'll choose some keywords. Added, shopping cart, and added to your. Okay. I guess the next thing to do would be to edit our shopping cart. Validating that customers can view the shopping cart page and choosing a keyword that indicates that we're in the right place. Toggling back out of keyword mode. Let's stop here, try playing back our recording, review what we've done in the sidebar, and look at a couple of other features. The recording is complete. It was 7 events, where an event is an interaction on a web page. To play back your recording, simply hit the green arrow playback button in the toolbar. I just want to point out a note of interest here that you can actually adjust the setting to play back the whole transaction, each screenful, or each event on the page. Let's go ahead and play through the whole transaction to verify what we have is working correctly. Playing through the home page, searching for the Canon cameras, opening the first one displayed, adding it to the shopping cart, and then editing the shopping cart. Okay, there we go. Now let's review the sidebar. So in the script window at the top is each of the actions, steps, or screenfuls, and then the events that occurred on the page. Like the first one was a navigate to the home page. One thing I'd like to point out is in the script results, you can see data for the playback on the desktop, for the timings for the transaction overall, and then each action, the home page, executing the search, opening the product page, adding it to the cart. Another thing we can do here while we have our transaction open is edit some of the attributes. For example, that was not shopping cart, but add to shopping cart. And you can see that's now changed in the script description. And this was not shopping cart, but edit shopping cart. Updating and applying better vanity names to the script will make more sensible reports when you're viewing these things in your reports later on. And then lastly, before we move on from the sidebar, just a quick review of keywords that we selected. On the home page, sign in to get and personalized recommendations. The search page, the product page, and so on, so that you can view that stuff in the sidebar after recording. Now, once you are completely happy with your recording, you should save it by clicking the little diskette button here in the toolbar. Another thing you might want to do for transactions you use frequently on your desktop is create a super bookmark by clicking the star in the toolbar. All transactions that you click the star for are added to the bookmarks menu and now have one-click access to execute. Lastly, you may want to upload recorded transactions to your AlertSite account for monitoring from our global network. And if you don't already have an AlertSite account or would like a free trial, just go to AlertSite.com and click the free trial button on the web page. Well, that about wraps things up. Hope you enjoyed.